let me take one more question. Come to '48. Write down super expected. Super expected. As at the beginning of current financial year, AB Limited hold 90% equity interest in BC Limited. During the financial year, AB Limited sells 70% of its equity interest in BC Limited to PQI Limited for a total consideration of 56 crore and consequently loses control of BC Limited. At the date of disposal, the fair value of 20% interest retained by ABC Limited is 16 crore and the net asset of BC Limited are fair valued at 60 crore. Correct? Means they have given what? Net asset of BC Limited are fair valued at 60 crore. Got it? Correct. This net asset include the following. So this net asset include the following. So when I am saying net asset means what? Asset minus liability. So when I am saying include, so what are the asset has been considered and what are the liability has been considered to find out that net asset? Correct. So net asset means asset minus liability. Okay. So this net asset include the following. Debt investment. Debt investment means what? Investment in debt instrument. Investment in equity instrument. Debt instrument, equity instrument, you remember? Debt instrument can be classified as either at amortized cost or FBTPL or FBTOCI. FBTOCI with or without recycling. We have done which chapter? In AS 109. There we have done debt instrument, equity instrument, financial asset. So debt instrument will be classified either at amortized cost or FBTPL or FBTOCI. FBTOCI with or without recycling, that I am asking. With or without recycling? Without, with. Without, with. How many are saying without? Achha, equity instrument will be can be also measured FBTOCI, that is with or without? That is without. And that instrument with. Some 1 second. This is lack of revision. Okay, correct. Chalo, theek hai. I will not ask. So this will be what? FBTOCI. If I am saying, so this will be with recycling. Correct. That is given. Classified as FBTOCI of 12 crore and related FBOCI reserve is 6 crore. Means just try to understand. Means this asset include 12 crore. This asset include 12 crore. But there is one FBOCI reserve. FBOCI reserve. Correct. Now when I am saying FBOCI reserve, correct. So it means this is a gain and this gain is attributable to the owner of parent company as well as NCI. Means we need to find out how much 90%, how much 10%. 90% is what? 6 crore. Total is 6 crore, na? So 6 into 90%, how much? 5.4 and this is 0.6. 0.6. My question to you all, how much will be recognized in the balance sheet, in consolidated balance sheet as FBOCI reserve? Means what I am saying, this include what? One investment, This investment is already in assets and liability in consolidated balance sheet. Means everyone just try to understand. This is CBS, but the investment is coming in CBS or not? Investment in which instrument? That instrument. How much it is coming? 12 crore. So this is already considered in net asset. We are not discussing about that. But it has a corresponding gain. Corresponding gain will be transferred to what? FBOCI reserve. That means it will be transferred to OCI, and through OCI it will be transferred to what? FBOC reserve. Correct. So what they are saying, if for this FBOCI reserve is how much? 6 crore. So what I am saying, out of this, how much is attributable to the owner of parent company, that is 5.4, and how much is attributable to NCI, that is 0.6. So in balance sheet, of course, that FBOCI reserve will come now in other equity. How much? Whether it will come 6 crore or it will come 5.4 crore, sorry, whether it will come 0. My mistake, 90% is how much, and 10% is equal to how much? So whether it will come 0. Whether it will come 5.4 or whether it will come 6 crore. Acha, छोड़ो. You are saying 6 crore? You have doubt na? You have doubt? अभी देखो, when you are not speaking, then it means you have doubt. My question to you all, कि if there is a retain earning means profit or loss, means sharing profit of subsidiary company, means this is the profit of subsidiary company. So how much is transferred to retain earning, means how much belong to parent company. Suppose 6 only, it become 5.4 and this becomes 0.6. So my question to you all, in CBS, how much will come to retain earning and how much will go to NCI? The same thing I am asking na, how much will go to FBOC reserve and how much will go to NCI? Then why you are saying 6 crore, means you are forgetting one concept. We have done this concept. Check karo. Aja. Already we have done that concept, but this point. NCI is measured subsequently at each reporting date as per Ind AS 110. Initial value of NCI on the date of acquisition plus minus NCI share in PL plus minus NCI share in OCI. And when I said OCI, we have discussed this part. Dekh lo, I have said you PP was revalued at 1 lakh. So how much will be revaluation surplus? 80%, and balance 20% will be transferred to what? NCI na. Already we discussed this point na, कि this is a revaluation gain on property, plant and equipment of subsidiary company. So total revaluation gain is 1 lakh, but how much will be transferred to revaluation surplus in balance sheet? Only to the extent of parent company shares. 20% belong to whom? NCI. So how can you show the entire 100% in the balance sheet? Got it now? There is some doubt. Now of course the doubt is over. Correct? Because we have not done any question related to that. But now you have understood. You have understood? Yes, sir. So what I want to say, can I say FBOC reserve in balance it will be 5.4, 5.4, correct? Got it. And whatever NCI, whatever NCI, how much NCI is given? How much NCI is given? There is the NCI. They have not given NCI during the financial year. Chalo, they will give. This much you have understood? We need to calculate NCI, it means. Sure. Then point number B, net defined liability, net defined benefit liability of 6 crore. You remember net defined benefit liability in which Ind AS? Net defined benefit liability. We have done this. Where we have done? Net defined benefit liability. You remember the chapter? Employee benefit. Chalo, thank you very much. Some of you can recall. Correct now. When I am saying benefit liability, net defined benefit liability, defined word we have used only in one chapter. That is employee benefit in AS 19. So we have done their defined benefit obligation. We have done plan asset. कौन सा इधर देखो. When I am saying something, you are writing face to face. Okay, face to face. What I am saying, just try to understand net defined benefit liability. It means in AS 19. In AS 19 में we have done defined benefit obligation and plan asset. Defined benefit obligation minus plan asset is net defined benefit liability. There we have done remeasurement gain. Remeasurement gain will be transferred to PLK OCI. Actuarial gain or loss will be transferred to PLK OCI. Actuarial gain or loss will be transferred to PLK OCI. PL. Actual gain or loss will be transferred to PL means you have forgotten everything. You have forgotten everything. Correct? Okay, chalo theek hai. So can I say in that chapter in AS 19 we have done one point. This actual gain or loss we have done so much discussion. And if you are saying PL means I can't understand. In that chapter we have discussed only on that part. Actual gain or loss we have given more importance to that topic in that chapter. So actual gain or loss means remeasurement gain or loss will be transferred to OCI. Now of course one doubt will come whether it will be reclassified to PL or it will not be reclassified to PL. So of course I will not ask from you, as per Ind AS 19 it will not be reclassified to PL. Correct? It will not be reclassified to PL. Means what I want to say, there will be one remeasurement, remeasurement reserve. Correct? Correct. So net defined benefit liability to 6 crore. This will be included in that asset. We are not discussing about 6 crore. That has resulted in a reserve relating to net measurement loss. Loss means it is a negative reserve, of 3 crore. So we have a remeasurement reserve of how much? 3 crore negative. Batao. 90% is how much? 3 into 90% means 2.7, and 10% how much? 0.3. My question to you all, how much will come to in balance sheet as remeasurement reserve, consolidated balance sheet? How much will come in the consolidated balance sheet? How much? 2.7. Now you are thinking, why you are thinking? We have discussed 2.7 will come and 0.3 will be deducted from. Why deducted? Because it is a loss. Deducted from NCI. Got it? Yes. Chalo, then equity investment considered not held for trading. So this is equity investment, means investment in equity instrument not held for the purpose of trading, means of course it may be classified as FVTOCI with or without recycling. So if equity instrument, it will be also measured FVTOCI with or without recycling. This is also without recycling. Correct. So what they are saying, equity investment is of 10 crore. We are not discussing about 10 crore for which irrevocable option of recognizing the changes in fair value in FDOCI has been availed. Remember this, everything we have discussed under Ind AS 109. There is an irrevocable option given that it can be measured at FDOCI once exercise, it cannot be reclassified. Correct now. And related FVOCI reserve is 4 crore. Means in this case, what is FVOCI reserve? How much total is what? 4 crore. So 90% will be what? 3.6 and 10% what? 0.4. So how much will come in the consolidated balance sheet? 3.6. Then net asset of foreign operation of 20 crore. Foreign operation, this we have not done. This will do under Ind AS 21. Ind AS 21 coming soon. But can I say whatever I have done, whatever I have not done, that is same right now, because whatever I have done that also you have forgotten. Whatever I have not done that you don't know only. So it is same. Whatever I am doing and whatever I have not done, that is same. Correct ना? अरे बोल दो yes or no. Yes, sir. So can I see, even though if I am taking any point which I have not done, I can explain. Correct. So net asset of a foreign operation of 20 crore. So this net asset of foreign operation is included in net asset that we are not discussing right now. Now, related foreign currency translation reserve. So we need to do Ind AS 21. Ind AS 21 says that if there is some foreign subsidiaries or foreign associate or foreign joint venture, then we need to translate the balance sheet from foreign currency to Indian currency. Correct now. So due to that translation, there will be some difference. The difference will be transferred to FCTR. FCTR means foreign currency translation reserve through OCI. Correct. So means FCTR will be a component of equity. Correct. Now it means when FCTR will come in the balance sheet, FCTR, this will be what? With recycling. This will be with recycling, which it will be transferred to PL once the entire foreign operation has been sold. That we'll discuss. This is as per India's 21. So how much FCTR we have? FCTR we have how much? 8 crore. 8 crore ka 90% how much? 7.2 and 10% 0.8. Got it? This much you understood? Means, can I say in this way, everyone? Can I say in this way? You'll give me the amount, okay? बताओ. How much FBTOCI reserve for debt instrument coming in the balance sheet? 5.4. How much FBOCI reserve for equity instrument coming? 3.6. How much FCTR coming? This was negative, na? 3.6 was negative. 3.6 was negative? No, no, no. Remeasurement was negative. And there is one remeasurement reserve. How much? 2.7. This is negative. Got it. Got it. And can you say their corresponding assets and liability will be at full amount in the balance sheet? Means when I am saying CBS, so investment in debt instrument will be 12, but the investment in equity instrument is how much? How much? 10 crore. And what is the net defined benefit liability is how much? 6 crore. Then there is what net asset of foreign operation, how much? 20 crore. This 12, 10, 20 and 6, this is assets and liability of which company? Included in consolidated balance sheet. So this coming 12 plus, this is 12 plus 10 plus 20 minus 6, how much? 36. What is the total net asset given? 60. Means can I say other asset will be how much? 60 minus 36, how much? 24. So can I say this become net, this become what? Net asset of which company? Subsidiary company included in CBS. I hope you are understanding. Are you able to understand whatever I am saying? Are you able to understand what I am saying? My question to you all, what is the NCI? NCI will be what? Only one simple question I have asked. How much? So what you have done, 60 into 10% is equal to what? 6. That you have done, na? That only you have done. 60 means what? This total INA? Total INA? Correct? Got it? Yes sir, 6 crore. My question to you, this 6 crore is inclusive of this portion or it is not inclusive of this portion? Huh? Means 6 crore, in this 6 crore 0.6 is already added it is not yet added. Huh? Not yet added? Means how can you say not added, Ray? Oh my god. Oh my god. Chalo, theek hai. Let us understand, everyone. Can you see this is 5.4? Means the total gain was 6 crore. Means it is understood that we have acquired at 6 crore and then increased by 6 crore. It become 12 or not? Means we purchased that investment at 6 crore. Now fair value become 12 crore. So gain become what? 6 crore. That is transferred to what? FBOCI reserve. Understood? Correct. Means this 12 is inclusive of 6 or not? And you have taken 10% of this 12 or not? Means the 10% of this all gain is already considered or not? Arey bolna re. So how you have said not added? How you have said not added? Everything I have written, then also you are not able to apply. Just try to understand what is happening. And you know, but you are not able to apply. You know and you don't want to apply, we say. You don't want to apply. Everything to I have written. Everything I have written. How can you say that this is not, this 6 crore is not including the portion of their gain or loss? I hope now you have understood. Yes, sir. Once again I will explain. However, this much explanation is not required for solution. But then also I have understood somewhere there is a lack of concept. Once again. Have you understood? I am asking one by one. If you have not understood, stop me. Have you understood this all? Correct. Have you understood this all? Correct. Simply, when I say NCI, NCI means what? Proportionate share in net asset. Either including goodwill or excluding goodwill. Including goodwill when? Full goodwill. Excluding goodwill when? Partial goodwill. Correct? This much. Thank you very much. So when I am saying this is the total net asset and 10.6 crore, so automatically it means when I say the share of NCI in OCI has been considered. The proof I have given, if this is 12 crore, so it means if the gain is 6 crore, it means cost price was 6 crore. So 6 plus 6, 12, and we are taking 10% of 12, means already 10% of 6 crore has been considered in NCI. Have you understood this point? Have you understood this point? Yes, sir. Got it. Now we need to pass one journal entry. Everyone. Everyone. Chana entry for loss. Which question we are doing? Question number 48. One by one. First journal entry. First journal entry for loss of control. Whatever we have done, that only we will do. For the bank account, how much? How much consideration received for sale of 70%? 56. Investment retained. Investment retained. How much? What is the fair value they have given for 20% interest? How much? 16 crore. NCI. How much? NCI how much? Bolo. How much? ठीक है? 6 crore. Got it. To INA how much? To net asset how much? Net asset how much? 60. So when you have said 60, so we will not take this as a separate 12, 10, 20 is not required. We have taken 60, correct? When I am saying net asset, it will be always including goodwill. And if question is silent, we'll assume full goodwill only. We don't have any options because they have not given separate information about goodwill. Correct? Got it? Yes, sir. Batao. Gain or loss? So gain on disposal, how much? Transfer to OCI? Transfer to OCI or PL? PL. Very good. Can I ask one very conceptual question? However, that is not required. Only to play with your mind. And if you are giving wrong answer, then it means I need to do this chapter from the beginning once again. Correct? My question to you all, this game, please don't give wrong answer. हाँ? ठीक है. So my question to you all, this gain will be attributable only to parent company, means owner of parent company, or owner of parent company and NCI. Means I want to ask that this will be transferred to, I will not give hint. बोलो. Parent or NCI, don't see. I will not say anything to you. ठीक है ना? And I have a right to scold. ठीक है? If I am scolding, it is my right. When your father scold you, next day you talk or not? So बस like that only. चलो बताओ. Parent and NCI fast. Means parent, only parent ki parent and NCI both. 100% correct. But I have not discussed this point. You know, whenever we are left alone now, whenever we are left alone, we'll work more efficiently. And whenever we are dependent on some others, will not work efficiently. Right now in class, you are totally dependent on me. I mean, right now I have said I do this chapter from the beginning. You were scared. Just try to understand. But I have not discussed anything about this. Believe me. What I am not discussing, you are giving correct answer. And what I have discussed, in that you are not applying your common sense. Because you have fear. Acha, what we have done, Ray? Acha, what sir has told? Are forgotten. I can't do. I can't recall. I don't. I am nothing. These all things comes in your mind. And I think you have whatever answer you have given right now, you have given with the concept only. You have understood there is loss of control. NCI becomes zero now. There is a loss of control. So there is no NCI now. So the question of allocating the portion of profit to NCI will not arise. I think you have done in this way only. Correct now? The loss of control, so NCI becomes zero. Now the question does this, there is no subsidiary only now. The question of transferring the profit portion to what NCI will not arise. So can I say it will be always attributable to what? Always attributable to owner of parent company, means it will be transfer retained earning. Now one doubt will come. Doubt will come. So what about this? Just try to understand this. You will give me the answer. You'll give me the answer. Now this FBOCI reserve FBOCI reserve, FCTR remeasurement reserve was due to assets and liability of subsidiary company and that has been de-recognized. Means now the question is that whether it will remain in the balance sheet or we should de-recognize, means we should also close such account. I will not use the word de-recognize because de-recognize is used for the assets and liability. We don't use the word de-recognize for equity. Are you able to understand? But can I say this account require closure or sorry? My question to you all, whether such account require closure or it will remain in the balance sheet? Closure. Why closure? Because can I say this is related to what? Assets and liability of subsidiary company and that assets and liability has been disposed of. So of course this account should be closed. My question to you all, correct? This will be transferred to PL or retain earning. That you need to say. PL or retain earning. PL or retain earning. Don't say PL. Don't say retain earning. Say depending upon the nature of this equity. My question to you all, FPTOC reserve is with or without recycling? With recycling means it will be reclassified to what? PL. Means this will be transferred to PL, this will be transferred retain earning, this will be transferred to PL and this will be transferred retain earning. Depending upon the respective index, whatever we have done. And already I have said the whatever I have done now in that you are not applying the concept. We have done and I have informed you also. I have informed you with recycling, without recycling, without recycling, with recycling. At this point we know. How can you say it will be transferred retain earning all? It will depend upon the nature of equity. It will depend upon the nature of other equity, na? Correct. This is only a point which we are supposed to understand in this question. Miss Kenneth, we need to pass one more journal entry. I'll give you separate journal entry. Point number 2. Correct. So Kenneth, point number 2. OCI, FBTOCI, reserve, account debit, 2PL. How much? 5.4. Then FBOCI, reserve, account debit to retain earning. How much? No, no. I have said FBOCI reserve means 3.6, na? 3.6. If you want to write down one thing. This is for debt instrument. This is for equity instrument. Then there was a FCTR. FCTR. So OCI, FCTR, account debit to what? PL. How much? 7.2. Correct. Then point number 4. There was a negative equity, means negative reserve. So we'll do retain earning directly. Retain earning account debit to remeasurement reserve. How much? 2.7. Have you understood? Have you understood this point? Have you understood why I am writing OCI here, but I am not using OCI in point number 3 and 4. This was 3, 4 and 5. Have you understood? In point number 2 and point number 4, I am using the word OCI. But in point number 3 and point number 5, I am not using the word OCI. Haven't you seen why? Recycle. So whenever we say reclassified, so reclassified from OCI to PL. So OCI will be also affected, PL will be also affected. That already we have done in which chapter? In this Ind AS 109 chapter, we have done detailed discussion about this. Have you understood? Have you understood? Batao. Any doubt? Means, can you say me what is the net impact in PL? How much has been transferred to PL? So how much has been transferred to PL? So 18 with the first journal entry. Second journal entry is how much? Plus 5.4. And third journal entry, fourth journal entry how much? Plus 7.2. Okay, this becomes the total gain on disposal. So this will be total gain on disposal which will be transferred to PL. This becomes total gain on disposal, na? Total gain on disposal how much? 13.30.6. Got it? So if someone asks you what is the total gain on disposal, means gain on disposal also. The gain on disposal is not 18. Gain on disposal is what? Total 30.6 which will be transferred to PL. Which will be transferred to PL. Got it? Have you understood? Super expected question.